are you beautiful people doing today? Happy Tuesday! Tell you why I'm so excited for Tuesday. I don't know. I genuinely can tell you. What's up, y'all? This is another episode of Behind the Music. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Dropping in the comments, dropping your favorite emoji, the emoji that represents 2023. That's what I want to see in the comment section below, okay? I am so happy to have you guys all here. I'm so happy to have another episode of Behind the Music. We have an amazing artist coming on the show today. She is actually from and currently based in Edmonton, Alberta. She is giving us all of the pop, R&B, sassy jazz vibes that I know is missing from your playlist, okay? So without further ado, please, let's warm up the chat. Let's warm up this live with some good energy as Kiarrah Ireland will be joining us live in only a few moments. I see the hearts, I see the love. Awesome. I love the energy, guys. Drop your favorite emoji as well that represents this year for you. 2024, what energy is it giving you? I need to know via emoji. I need to know.
You made it.
Yes. Hey, how are you?
Hey, girl. Hey, I'm good. How's it going?
I'm good. I love your setup. I love the lights in the background.
Thank you.
So
This
cute.
is where it all started, right in the room, you know?
This is where it all started? That's where it all started?
Well, pretty much like, uploading my covers back in the day was right in my room with my starlights and my little vibe. And
That's amazing. Oh, it's amazing. And so, like, when you were on YouTube, did you know, like, for sure that you wanted to be an artist, or like, what was your vision back then?
So, yeah, back then it was more so just organically just wanting to share my covers with people back home. Because when I really started uploading, I was playing hockey for University of Calgary at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just my way to like kind of connect with people back home. And like, I knew I loved singing, but I never really knew how that next step would go until my manager messaged me on YouTube and was like, hey, like, do you want to do music like for real, for real? And I was like, let's try that. Let's do it. So that's how that happened.
That's amazing. And so was it like a theory at that point, or were you like actually like, okay, I can do this?
I mean, like I didn't plan to like see that happen. I kind of just organically did it, and then it just kind of came about that way. I mean, I was so dedicated to hockey, right? That's all I did was play hockey every day, and that was my tunnel vision. But my teammates, my coach, they would tell me to bring my guitar, like sing after a game for like victories. Just sing for everybody. I'd sing at like the hockey like reunions and stuff at the end of the year, and I just knew I loved it, and I loved sharing it, and I loved the response, and so I just kept doing it all throughout my hockey, and then I quit that, and here we are.
That's crazy. And you know what's funny? Like, I never knew you back then. I cannot envision the hockey version of you, because I just know you as this artist, this like, heart on your sleeve type of girl. I cannot see it.
Right? I know, and that's one thing that I really want to tap into is like showing people that side of me, because hockey was everything. Like it was me. It's all I was,
Yeah.
So that's in the plans to like kind of showcase that side, and totally different side of me that people don't know. You can't even tell on the gram that I ever played. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. But do you still play like with your family and friends and stuff, and spare time on your spare time?
Say that. I mean, I don't play on a team or anything, obviously, but I am going to be doing some like pickup hockey with some people and collaborations with Gold Teeth Canada. We're going to get out on the ice and do some promo that way. But my family's actually going skating tonight, so after this, I might rip over to the rink and get some footage for it.
What? Oh my gosh! And then when you were talking about like maybe merging it with your music, it instantly brought me to the Mariah Carey music videos where she's like skating on ice. I'm like, you could totally pull off something like that.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, I look forward to doing stuff like that and like really bringing hockey into it, but also into my merch, which is still under the works right now. But like coming up with some really dope hockey inspired like merch. I have.
Can you share with us some of your experience kind of exploring the music scene outside of Alberta?
I mean, yeah, it's incredible. Like being immersed in the music industry out in LA is something else, right? Like you're just surrounded by creators, and being in that space with them is like I'm just a fly on the wall. You know what I mean? Like there's so much to take in, but it's also, it brings me out of my shell. And I mean, the love I feel when I'm in LA with like creating with like my team out there, my people out there is just like, I just wish everyone could see it more. And that's another thing is I want to really hone in on like documenting that and
Yeah.
like bringing everyone around for that experience. But no, it's amazing. There's so much talent out there, man. And there's so much to learn from these people that are doing it in their sleep. Like they're just doing it nonstop. And I'm just like, whoa, like I work with some incredible, writers and artists out there, and I have so much to learn from them. And I'm just glued to the moment.
So how often do you get to fly out there and, collaborate with those individuals?
So I haven't been to LA in a while now. It's been like over a year, and it's my next destination trip just to get back
Absolutely.
out there and connect with everybody and like figure out a dope plan and stuff like that. But I try to go. I usually leave here every 2 to 3 weeks. I usually go to New York. That's where my manager lives, so I'm there a lot working on things. And last year we did a lot of visual work, so we're just
Yeah.
getting that about to pop that off. So
See,
yeah.
so I know, literally just based on your presentation online and the few interactions that we've had, that you are a hustler and you are dedicated to your craft, But what's interesting is hearing what your dedication looks like, right? Like I had no idea you're constantly going out to New York, and like that is basically a part of your monthly routine, literally.
Yeah, yeah, and like having all my little hustles on the side so that I can go and do these things, It's not just always given, like I have to still work and pay my bills when I'm gone and this and that. So, yeah, it's quite the hustle.
Can you share a little bit more about like what your day to day and your commitment towards music really looks like?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always working on visuals. I do a lot of my edits myself, my cover arts myself. So I'm really, doing that. I do a lot of singing off camera still, jamming in my car, working on, I do my vocal exercises while I drive, like staying in the gym, and planning out the next trip and trying to get out there so I can, put it all to work and get things going.
Yeah. And you have some upcoming projects as well, right? That you're working on?
Yes, so man, my goal is to just knock out, like put this music out. I've got so much of it. So I'm working on a bunch of different cover arts right now. I have a bunch of my new music videos up on YouTube on private. They're ready to go. Just finalizing that so I can get some visuals. Yeah, I'm
And
trying
then
to.
there's somebody that commented too. They're like, "What's the next album?" I'm like, "Listen, the girl's a creative. You gotta give her some time."
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna just be hammering out the singles. I'm gonna go for like, a month and a month and a half in between each. If I can do it sooner, sweet. But that promo needs to go, it needs to hit. So my plan is to just release a bunch of singles, and then it will be a collaborative, I guess, EP or project at the end. So you'll get it in pieces.
Okay, perfect. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. I'm here for it. Someone's asking for TikTok information. What's your TikTok?
Kiarrah Ireland, the same as my Instagram.
Mine is the same as my Instagram as well. Toy_L. So are these upcoming songs also like love, relationship oriented?
Some of them, yes. So, definitely the one for around Valentine's Day. I don't have a date yet, but it's going to be around Valentine's Day drop. It's called Hand in Hand, and it is definitely a lovey-dovey. But we also have some other ones that aren't so lovey-dovey, like more like I have a snippet on my page. It's called Step Your Game Up. So it's kind of like come correct before you come and deal with me type thing. Like I need you to be put together. I'm not trying to put your pieces together. So that I have songs like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like an evolution. I feel like this is like the next level because a lot of the other singles, you have songs where it's like, okay, I need to set my boundaries or like stop obsessing over me, and then also the heartbreak
Yep.
songs, and then like the love songs. But now we entering grown woman
Yes,
phase.
there's the flip side. Like, I Know What I Deserve. Oh man, it's all in my music. Like that first 2018 album, that I was really going through stuff during that one, and you can hear it throughout it. Like it was a huge part of me getting over it as well, because I would be in the studio singing these songs like it's over, and like I wasn't actually done. But when I was singing it and saying those words, I was believing it every time I went in this, the studio and was knocking out these songs that were like, screw you. And I'd get home and I'm like, yeah, I think I am done. I am done. So yeah, it was like a huge part. If you're going through anything, throw it back.
Literally.
Yeah.
I love the song Friday on that
Oh
one.
yeah.
There's so many
One of
good
my
ones on
favorites.
that. It makes me want to talk to you a little bit more about relationships because you've been through it. So I'm
Been
sure
through
you
it.
got some advice for all the rest of us out here in these streets.
Yeah. Man. Uh, every person that you're with is really a lesson, and it's really up to you whether you want to keep that person around. Like you shouldn't stay just because they want you to stay. If you don't feel good in this relationship, like you really have to make a decision that's best for yourself. I always say, like, love wholeheartedly, like give it everything you got. If you're only giving it just a little bit, you'll never know what it's like to fully, you won't know what that relationship could have been. If you guys are each of you are only in it a little bit, you'll never know what it could have been. So don't ever regret giving it your all. And even if they take it and decide to demolish that, like, just love authentically, all the way.
Have, have you
Don't
ever been
regret
that
it. Don't
person?
regret loving it.
Don't
Pardon?
forget loving. So, okay, that needs to be on a shirt as well. Please and thank you.
What is it? What's the line?
Have you ever been that individual where you might have been a little bit scared to love somebody?
Yeah, I mean, coming out of something toxic, it's always scary to jump in, like, when is the right time to jump back into something and actually be like, okay, yeah, putting all my eggs in this basket, like, for sure, but you will know when it feels right. Like, don't rush into it. Sometimes it happens faster than, like, there's no set time. You'll know when it feels right. Like, you know what? Like, I would hate to think of this person giving their attention that they're giving me, to anybody else, or like that's when like, no, like, yeah, come over here, like claiming you, like,
Yeah.
yeah. So definitely,
You're
of
right.
course, I felt that.
Making it Instagram official.
Yeah.
What about boundaries? Has there ever been, well, first of all, what has been the biggest boundary lesson you've learned about yourself, whether it's like through the relationship or after you wrote the song and you're like singing it?
Boundary. If you're starting to change who you are, for like, you're like not recognizing yourself, like you got to stay, I guess, if that makes sense, in, like, stay who you are. Like, don't let this person change you or turn you into someone you're not. An example, I guess, like reaching out to some other chick, like, hey, like, how do you know him? Like you shouldn't even like have to do that. Like that, you know what I mean? Like, shouldn't change your character. Like, normally, like, I don't do that type of thing. So if it's starting to change you and you're starting to like, whoa, like, I feel like I have to dig and investigate, like, you got to set those boundaries. Like, you got to be out of there. Like, you shouldn't have to be
Yeah.
an investigator,
Period.
with the right
Period.
person. You shouldn't have to investigate, like, what I mean?
Period. Was there ever a time where you found that you were kind of changing yourself for somebody else?
100%. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah, no, I've been there, and I was turning into someone I wasn't. I was starting to throw the fists up.
What?
And when that happens, you don't want to see that side. That's when I need to step away. So you don't want to see the crazy side of me. I'll knock you out.
That's crazy.
Don't let me throw these mitts.
Yeah. And we don't hear any of that in your new music, do we? No.
No, I don't know. I mean, I do have some unreleased stuff that's like pretty wild. Like, I'm kind of getting pretty like cocky and confident, and
But you
like, you know,
should though.
yeah,
Wild?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
not wild.
There's a lot of like little sides that you haven't seen yet. So It's in there. You'll hear it one day.
That's amazing. Awesome. Okay, well, moving forward then, earlier you mentioned that, you travel to LA, New York frequently. When you're comparing the music landscape in general, is there any more support that you would like to see from the music community?
Um, more support from the music community. Like you mean like your peers or?
Yeah, or just the industry itself. Obviously, you're in Canada and America, and both of them are very constructed very, very differently.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like there's always room for more support for each other, and I mean that's something that I love doing. I love uplifting other people and sharing music that I love and other artists that I love. So I mean, but I don't always expect it back. I just kind of, you
Hmm.
know, share what I love to share and help each other. But yeah, did that answer your question?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, no. Like for me, so that was a personal question for me as someone that's just in the
Right,
music landscape. I always like to hear like how we can better support artists in
right.
general. Um, but like of course, like I said, you're in both America and Canada. So for you, your experience is very different than someone who's just in Canada, you know?
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I
I'm
have my supporters out
assuming.
there. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like just on like socials and stuff like that. I mean, I guess I've met more, people over there in the industry than here per se. Like I'm
Mm,
just learning and growing that support out here. And that's some work I need to do as well, is like really connecting with the people around me here. Because I feel like it starts in your home city. You know what I mean? This is where I
yeah,
am, like really the majority of the time. And yeah, I mean, my goal is just to get out in people's faces and promote myself that way. And then I met you at Juno Fest, and
yeah,
like here I am on your platform. So it's just like making those connections in your city and abroad as much as you can, and trying to
yeah.
help each other out and get out there. So yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, for sure. Yeah, we met at the Junos.
Yeah.
But when you're ready for the whether it's hockey merch or something else or a music video, I feel like that would land so well with the Edmonton,
Right?
Alberta audience, like so well.
I think so too. I know. I think it'd be super dope. Like get a little cameo from an Edmonton Oiler in there.
Yeah,
Get McDavid to skate across.
yeah, like why not?
Yeah, no,
Why
yeah, I think that'd
not?
be fun.
Yeah, that actually, I think, okay, I have to do some research, but I think I know somebody that just landed an internship at in their stadium or what have you. So like maybe we could actually like make it happen, you know?
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. That'd be super cool.
Someone
And
was,
the Oilers play tonight.
yeah, okay.
Let's go Oilers.
Someone was saying that they played your music for their friend, and their friend was like, "Is that Ariana Grande?"
Thank you. That is such a compliment. She's unreal. That's super sweet. I love Ariana.
For me though, you don't remind me of Ariana Grande. I like
No.
my comparison would be like Little Mix. You know? Do you know Little Mix from the UK? They're
No.
no longer a
Okay.
group, but you should look them up. Look them
Okay.
up, and like they did some music with like Nicki Minaj and stuff, but it's definitely like pop R&B, a little bit of sass.
Cool.
They don't dive in like every now and then you do like some jazzy stuff, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
They don't necessarily do that, but it's the same. I would compare you to like Little
Interesting.
Mix.
I've never had that one before. I'll check it out.
Okay. Who do you usually get?
So tone wise, people say like Rihanna or Janae
Oh.
Aiko, and then JoJo. I get JoJo a lot. I'm like JoJo's amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
JoJo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, that's a good one.
sweet.
JoJo. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
see someone asked me if I'm going to release Wish You Well. I'm glad that they
Yes.
like that. Yeah, that song is super dope. It's about being separated, like split up with someone, and then actually just wishing them well on their own. But yeah, I recorded that one last year. It's in the vault. It's coming out hopefully this year. Let's speak it into existence. I'm trying to drop everything. That's a good
Well, I mean, with a plan, with strategy.
Absolutely. Yeah. For sure.
Amazing. Okay, well, we're at that time where we play a quick game.
Okay.
It is called Song Association.
Oh, great.
Do you know how to play, or do you want me to break it down?
Is that where you say a word and have to think of a song that has that word in it?
Yeah.
Oh
It
my God,
can be original. You
no.
can't repeat any songs, and you have 10 seconds to think of a
Okay,
song.
let's go.
Okay. So your first word, super simple, is you. Like you.
Okay. That could be anything.
Anything.
Um, um, you're like a Sunday morning
Hey.
when I look at your face. Oh no, fell in love with no warning. Never
Yeah.
knew I'd feel this way, but I'm glad that you
There it
stayed.
goes. Ding, ding, ding.
There we go. I'm like, I
Yeah.
forgot my lyrics. It happens.
I'm like, I heard your, but I'm waiting for
Yeah,
you.
waiting for you. Got it.
Okay, next word, heart.
Hard. Oh, uh, oh. I've got this icebox where my heart used to be.
Yes.
This icebox where my heart used to be. It's so cold. It's so cold. There, a little bit of
Okay. Is
Kiarrah.
that another original?
No, that's Icebox by Omarion. I just turned it
Morion.
into,
Okay,
I just
okay,
turned it
okay.
into like a little something else.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, next word is chain.
Chain. Uh, uh-oh. Chain of fools. That's all. That's the only lyric I know for it.
Oh,
Chain. Uh,
if you
uh-oh.
can freestyle, I'll take it.
Uh-oh. Chain. Chain. I'm blank.
Y'all
Chain,
can
chain,
help
someone help me.
her
Someone
out
help me.
in the comment
Someone help
section
me.
too.
Chain? Oh, no.
And you got a
No, I
time.
don't
It's okay.
know.
Next.
Sorry. Blank. I'm like, I don't know.
It's okay. Sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Only one when he's away.
Yeah.
Ain't no sunshine when he's
Are you
gone. And he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away.
period? Period.
Oh
Are you
God.
also gonna have like a little mini concert this year
In Edmonton here?
in Edmonton, anywhere?
Yeah. I mean, for sure, I hope to get out there and book some shows. I have a couple in March. 9th and 23rd are the next two dates. They're not 1,000% locked in, but yeah, I really want to do a release party too. Like, and just have
Okay.
a bunch of songs and yeah, like a
Yeah.
bit of an
Yeah.
EP project.
Honestly,
Release.
because I need to see you live again.
Yeah.
Like your voice is amazing.
Yeah,
Voice
no,
is
I'd
amazing.
love to see you come out to a show.
Yes. Okay. Your next word is color.
Oh dear, these are hard words. Color. Mm, colors of the wind. Shit, that's not good. Hold on, someone help me.
Oh,
Color, color, a song with the word color in it. Ooh, no, I'm thinking of like Michael Jackson.
oh yeah. You're
Frick.
right. You ran out of time, but it's
Yeah,
okay. I like
I
listening
saw
to your voice,
God
so you
darn
can
it.
think about
Oh, I was thinking it doesn't matter. That doesn't. That's not it.
it.
But that
Yeah.
doesn't say that. Doesn't say
No
color. Darn
worries.
it.
Okay. Your final word.
Hold on. Ah.
Your final word is good
Oh,
night.
like the sun and the moon in the sky, boy, you're making me shine. Hey, 'cause you do all the things that a girl like. Yeah, you open the door when you pick up, and you buy me some roses at dinner. Yeah, I think you deserve some dessert now, right now. Yeah,
Hey.
getting hot turn me on, keep
Hey.
it coming. You ain't going nowhere, just stick around. Darling, don't you say goodnight. Darling, don't you say goodnight. I think I'm falling for you, baby. Don't you say goodnight. You be my darling. Won't you stay? Won't you spend the night?
Woo!
There we go.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was so good. Thank you for blessing us on this live, girl.
Oh, my
If you
pleasure.
ever have spare time,
Yeah,
I feel like you should just hop on live and just do some like random covers or
I
whatever.
should. I
As
should.
people
Thanks
like
for the encouragement.
do some like recommendations,
Yeah,
and then just like sing like a verse or three. I don't know. But
for sure.
yes, that was
I do.
awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
And for people that don't know, can you tell us the story behind that song?
yeah, I did that in LA with my boy Cass Cross. He's an incredible singer, songwriter, artist, signed to Rock Nation. And yeah, one day I was like, I want like a tropical vibe, like a good like summer vibe. And so that one came. We did that one in 2017, which was
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
we held back on putting it out because Tanashi came up with "You Want Some Me So Bad, You Want Some Me So Bad," "Me So Bad," and I was like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, it has the same loop. So
Mm-hmm.
we held off putting it out, but then eventually we just put it out, and it just like organically got like a ton of traction on Instagram Reels. It just started. It's at
Yeah.
3.2 million reels somehow. It's crazy.
Woo!
So I know I gotta get a visual going for that. That's the plan. The next trip to
Absolutely.
LA. So I'm really
Absolutely.
excited for them.
And people can use this song on TikTok as
Yeah,
well, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it
Oh,
should be there. Yep.
okay, beautiful. Okay, girl. Well, if you haven't made a reel to that song, you know what to do.
I definitely need to. 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I need to
I'm
come.
on the list too. I need to do as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah, that'd be sweet.
I
I'd love
know,
that.
yeah. But aside from that, that's the end. That's the end of this interview. I really
Okay.
appreciate your time. This was
Thanks for
awesome.
having me. This is so much fun. And yeah, I need to
You're,
get back up on these lives and do exactly what you said. So that'll
yeah,
be
no,
my
because
plan.
the people were loving it. I was loving it. I was like, I'll pop in for 3 songs or so. Yes.
Oh man. Well, thanks for having me. It was
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we'll catch you later.
all right. See you guys. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
That's today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more conversations with artists in Canada.